Hey, Rich Life of Road Trips gets a new vehicle. We got Rosie O'Kelly down there in beautiful Tijuana doing some live streams. No, that wasn't me on her live stream today. Somebody was pretending to be me, and I don't like that. I don't like that. So if it's not me, it's not me. Okay. Colorado Martinis in Santa Fe, New Mexico. Yeah. more more lava down there. Snow and Kurt are checking out Guatemala's all their lava stuff. You know, the big volcano just erupted there in Iceland. Shame that we don't have any of our nomads over there in Iceland right now checking that out. But yeah. Good one from RV Miles. I did mention how he's mentioning that Good Sam is suing Good Sam Ayrton, but he also has an update on some BLM ending some of their camping places. So check that out. It's pretty cool. We got big dog RVer Felix there, continuing to show us what's going on with Kevin. So Kevin, we hope is continuing his getting better. What do you say? Recovery is the word I'm looking for. Recovery. We got a very glamorous Samantha Olmstead. She's getting ready to take her van life break. She's going to go back to her airplane job. So, yeah. Glamorous, huh? Wow. Really enjoying this guy called Cash Jordan. He's not Nomad or anything, but he's a real estate dude there in Manhattan. And it's really interesting about looking at what kind of apartments you can get there in Manhattan. Good videos there from Cash Jordan. You know, if you have an apartment anywhere, it's kind of very interesting. But how much in this post-pandemic or almost post-pandemic world will $1,000 get you in Manhattan? Maybe a large walk-in closet with a bathroom down the hall. Oh no, the end is near for Scotty Kilmer. He's almost as good as Rob from Little House Off the Grid in his clickbait. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. It's pretty funny. There's a guy named Radio TV Phono Nut down there in Mississippi. I love his channel. Radio TV Phono Nut. He likes to take apart old record players and radios and stuff like that and resurrect them. Anyway, what he's doing now is he's playing all these weird versions of songs. Do you remember, if you were old enough, you remember back in the days when you get an advertisement on television for K-Tel Records and you got 20 greatest hits of 78, 1978, and then they play, and all the songs were copies. None of them were the original artist. So he's getting these albums from like the 1970s, Super Hits 1970. They're all cover versions by some unnamed band, and then he's putting them up on YouTube, and then he's seeing if Content ID can catch them, even though they are like it's a version of the song, but it's not the version that the artist that you knew about did. So yeah, so remember a band named Bread, if you're old enough, Bread, David Gates and Bread. Anyway, they did a song called Make It With You. He puts it up there, and then he sees if YouTube's Content ID catches it. And sometimes they actually do, even though it's not Bread. Really love this guy named Technology Connections from Chicago, and he does a really good video here on the hate people have for CFL bulbs. They make funny buzzing noises, and they flicker and all this other stuff, and they have just a smidgen of vodka. They have a smidgen of mercury in them, so you don't want to drop them. But anyway, so that's some of the other stuff I've been watching these days. Oh yeah, letters. Tazmod says, I watched Camper Van Kevin's video. In my opinion, when people go through life-threatening health issues, it's a shock to their mental system. Some people need external help. There's no reason to be embarrassed about it, man. Yeah, it's very true. That's what holistic is, putting the mind and the body together. And too often, I found this because, my mom was in bad health for 4 years, and I was driving her to doctor after doctor after doctor after doctor. And there was nobody to put the whole picture together. She had so many doctors, and there was nobody to put the physical and the mental part together. And it's true. It's a very important point, and I'm glad Kevin brought that up because it is important. The doctors, they don't, kind of attack what's going on up here, Because, yeah, and anxiety and fear and stuff like that, PTSD, can drag on for many, many months after you have surgery and stuff. So I'm glad Kevin is addressing that. It's a very good point. Oh my goodness, Cutlass Red said, have you seen the Living in a Van channel? He parks his RV in an RV junkyard and a bulldozer hit it when he was inside it. Holy cow. Brian Garrow says, nothing like getting the crap scared out of you by your doctors after a hospitalization to facilitate a little life inspection. Yeah. Kevin's near car accident analogy is accurate. Most of us have similar tales. It's a good thing to do a review every so often. Yeah, Kevin was saying that how you get that anxiety rush right after you have a narrow miss like in a car accident. And he says he gets that like every day now. Man. Ron C does not like me. SPELLING everything to avoid the bots here at YouTube. I know. Let's do something different in today's letter. Stick with me here. How about just for today, everybody spell out your words with the letter of the alphabet. It will be F-U-N. The Doxinator today's spelling bee with Camo Dave. Z-E-P. Paul Volvoletti says Elvis Zia, Elvis Travels Zia Marshall, whatever, got terminated by YouTube because you can't have another channel once you've been terminated by YouTube. That's a violation of their terms of service. Once he got monetized, and especially when he started talking nasty stuff on other panels, he was reported and terminated for violating YouTube's terms of service. He's never going to have another monetized channel on YouTube. It's not going to happen. Anyway, he's burned his bridges. He can't count on money from YouTube anymore. And right now, getting terminated again is the least of his problems. All right. Evan Cole says, Bald and Bankrupt Ben had a terrible experience with the V, but now he's over there in the Soviet orbit somewhere. He's been in the Ukraine. He did. Back in July, I think it was, early July, he had a really nasty... He was in Serbia. He was in Serbia where he got the V, and he said he waited 10 days, and it just got worse and worse and worse. He should have gone a lot sooner to the hospital. He even said that. And the hospitals there, he had to get like... He had to get into a good one. He had to have some of his Serbian friends, Belgrade there, get him in. But he looks pretty good these days, walking around, doing a long hike across a war zone there in the Ukraine the other day. Ben's doing good. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching our letters and more for the 20th of September. September! For the 20th of March, 2021. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, every Saturday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern, we have a happy hour live chat right here on the Camo Dave channel. So join us, shall you? Vlog under.